Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm gonna try to make this video again. The topic's on the standard of beauty. And I don't really think it's that of a white woman and of a black woman, or a mix of the two. I really think it's more of that of a South American, Puerto Rican, you know, that region between South America and North America. I think it's more of that type of woman. That's the standard of beauty. If you take a picture of Jessica Alba and a picture of Beyonce, I don't think one is trying to emulate the other, but I think they're more trying to emulate what you would find there. Just even look at the skin tone. I'll start with there. It's kind of like that, almost that bronzed, a mocha tan type color, and you don't even really need makeup, because that's just how it is. And what it is a mixture. Because if you have a biracial person, they're not necessarily gonna look Puerto Rican. Like, it's almost like they're missing something, and that's where you get that Mexican, Hispanic mingling, all intertwined. And you have some Native American, maybe some Spanish. And that's purely because if you look at, just history, or talk to any anthropologist, it's because at one point in time or another, these, civilizations, or, these areas and these countries intermingled, all in that same spot. I mean, you call it what you want to, you got slavery, of course, with the blacks. You have Mexicans and Indians, just because of the Mexico region. So it's it's thousands and thousands of years of intermingling of blood. And of course you have white blood in there, black blood in there, Hispanic blood in there, and I don't know what else could be in there, but you kind of have that. So there's a natural tendency for women to look at a chick maybe from that region and be like, wow, I like the way she looks, because she has a little bit of whoever. Like, she has a little bit of white in her, a little bit of black in her, a little bit of Hispanic in her. So you see something in them, that reminds you of yourself. For instance, there's not too many Puerto Ricans in Southern Cali, but I got a couple that I went to high school with. And it was hard for me to say, oh yeah, they're Puerto Rican. It was just like, they're black, like, what's up, nigga, and all that stuff. Just because there was a little, you could see a little of that blackness inside them, to the point where it's just like, man, this cat ain't. And not all Puerto Ricans are like that. Fat Joe doesn't really look black, or black at all. But if you look at some of the videos and you see his entourage, and the people he's rolling with, there's a couple of cats in there that's just like, yeah, man, like, I have a hard time on some, like, oh, man, dog, I can't call you nigga. It's kind of like, yeah, you get that exception, you get that pass, just because. So you see that. So it's not, and the video is not really to put anybody down, but it's just more trying to address the issue as far as what's the standard of beauty. Is it a white woman? Is it a black woman? Is it a Hispanic woman? And it's more of that South American region. I wouldn't even say, maybe even Mexican, because I know, just talking from Mexican people, sometimes they like to include themselves in that region, and sometimes they don't, so they kind of stand separate. But ideally, that's what it would be, in my opinion. So like I said, it's not to put anybody down, but it's just to, give my take on what women are trying to aspire to, and what look that they want. Because the look that they aspire to have, once again, in closing, has white in it, has black in it, has Native American in it, has a little bit of Mexican in it, And if I'm missing something, you know, please fill me in and let me know, of Spanish in it. So it does make sense for different groups of women to try to aspire to look like that, because there's features that, you know, South American women have that remind them of themselves. So let me know how you feel about it.